La pack opening, les Nordiques. La pack opening, la Nordique. La pack opening. Je suis bien et je suis en compagnie de.
Le babe.
Alors que je viens de gagner mes derniers points Rivals pour jouer mon dernier champ, qui sera la dernière chose que je vais faire à Hockey Ultimate Team. Et alors là, il se passe des shit là. Alors j'essaie de m'avoir la meilleure version d'équipe possible qui m'appelait le plus avec le peu de temps qui reste à ce jeu. Boom! Bon, fait que niveau 28, j'ai des nouvelles récompenses via tout ça parce que je viens d'avoir un 5000 XP. 5000 XP? 5000 XP. Là, j'ai des coins. Fait que ben, va être là pour le temps de ce pack opening. Et j'ai des joueurs upgradés aussi. Ils ont monté plein de joueurs. N'est-ce pas, babe?
Oui.
Voilà. 90, 87, 88. Bon, les tokens. Les tokens. Ça. Les collectibles. Comme ça. Les collectibles. Comme ça. Là, ben, faut que je fasse des tokens pour monter mes joueurs. Mes icônes. Et Nylander, alors, 92 plus, c'est bon. Fait que j'ai besoin de cartes. Parce que j'ai trop des cartes hautes. J'ai pas assez de cartes basses pour faire des tokens avec des 80, exemple. Fait que le pack opening se passe là pour ça. Si puis-je dire, comment en avons-nous de ça? Hmm,
Tu veux pas prendre tes. Ok, ça va.
6. Ben, on va se faire un premium. Question de faire
T'as pas
ça.
des tokens?
Non, plus, je l'ai monté au max. Il est maxé au One Nolan. Fait que, ouais, c'est pas grave. Je vais pas savoir. 5, ça donne quoi? Un random 90. Y a-tu un quelque part? Un, c'est quoi? Left wing 88 plus. Ah, ok, c'est là. Ok. Regarde, on va acheter le premium, là. Ça va faire un pack à ouvrir. De toute façon, je veux des joueurs, justement, 80. Fait que ça, c'est bon. Fait que voici le pack opening en 10 questions. C'est 15 packs straight de fuck up. Là, babe, 89 plus. Le plus haut qu'on a, que j'ai, c'est un 92 plus. Fait que, babe, c'est quoi le plus haut overall qu'on va avoir? C'est 80.
93.
Je vais dire 93 aussi. Fait que, on a quand même une variété de packs ici, là. Alors, babe, tu peux commencer en ouvrant le Compatata Manapack.
Ah ouais.
Compatata Manapack. Holy
Oh!
shit, un 91 Jordan Kyrou.
C'est bon?
Ouais, excellent ça. 87. Ça doit être ça pas mal plus bas. Ah, ben non, on a le pack premium. On va ouvrir nos packs premium. Garantie de 3,86 plus. Putain, 8 Ryan Suter. 91 JT Miller. 87 Toasta Strudel et Escanen. Bon, il y a ça, ça vaut plus rien, on marque là. Send Trade Pile. Ben oui, j'ai tout envoyé, bien sûr. Fait que, ben, tu peux nous ouvrir l'autre premium. Émile, Émile. Ça là, 91.
On aime ça.
C'est bon. Like it. Uh-huh. Love it. Uh-huh. Yeah. C'est bon. Fait que là, on a du 87. Fait qu'on va dans le 87. Un 87 plus. Qu'est-ce qu'on nous donne? Un 87. 100 plus. Ça se dirait un autre 87 plus, babe. 87 100 plus. Là, on est rendu au 4 fois 87. Ah non, non, l'autre 87 avant. On va. Oui, je fais la vaisselle. Johnny Busick. Cornerstone. Et là, on est rendu à un 87 choice, babe. 27 plus 13. Ouais.
On a 88.
4. Et encore à venir, on va se faire la draft, moi et Babe, ce soir. Parce que c'est le seul time slot qu'on a ici au mariage. Ah,
3 jours de congé, là, cette semaine.
ouais. OK. Bon, ben c'est en fin de semaine, le draft. J'en retire mon commentaire.
Mais fin de semaine longue, c'est court.
Ouais. Donc, le draft termine en fin de semaine. Je rétracte mon commentaire. 87 plus. 4 fois. Oh. OK. 88 plus. 88 plus. Non, pas mal. 88 plus. Voyons. Chef. C'est ça. 88 plus. Ah, la bonne carte de Eddie Belfour. Je pense qu'on est rendu à 89 plus. Oh, un choix de 4. Ouais, vert. Will Smith, acteur, il n'y a pas de photo. Bonne scène, il y a un 11. Oh, non. Santo Collection. 90 plus. Un random. 90, 100 plus. 90 plus. Non. Oui. onze. Et maintenant, 91 plus. 92. Et 92 plus. 92 100 plus. Alors voilà, c'était le pack opening. Là, je vais monter du monde que je peux finalement monter. Mais avant, je vais flamber mon argent pour aller m'acheter des 80. On envoie tout ça dans la collection. Si tu es un joueur, tu vas dans la collection. Compared prices, 500 piastres. Comme ça. Ils ont sorti toutes les nouvelles habiletés X Factor. Hein. Avec les logos, ont changé pas mal aussi des habiletés. Hein. Ouais, il y a des nouvelles habiletés, puis il y en a qui sont plus là. Ça va être différent par rapport à ça. Ils sont tous sur NHL26 eSports, le site. Si ça t'intéresse d'aller voir.
Je me rappellerai plus de ton
NHL26, Google, c'est le premier résultat.
Quand on se fait rendu un peu, je me rappelle plus.
Non, c'est ça.
Ça me donne pas.
C'est vrai.
Ça, j'ai pas eu.
Là, ce que je voulais, c'était fucking acheter. T'as-tu travaillé, toi, quoi?
Oui, oui.
J'étais pas sûr que c'était fini, toi. T'es pas plein de ta portion de nouilles de tout à l'heure?
Bon.
T'avais pas assez mangé avec les filles tantôt? Comment que ça se vend, ça? Dis-moi. Un bel enfant. Bon. Fait que là, si c'est fait, là, on va aller upgrader nos cards. Yeah, it's made. Pardon? Ah. Et qui je t'avais dit qui ont sorti hier, là? Modano. La 99. Qui est dans l'événement Warp Speed. Regarde ici. Yes. On va faire ça. On peut ça. Oh, c'est calice. J'ai mis l'autre manette. Oh, fucking hell. Ok. Ta-da. 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 T'as chaud. T'as frais, toi? Si, ouais. Ah, vas-tu, je comprends pas la tête. Moi aussi.
Non, j'ai un outil dans la maison, ça fait plaisir.
Oh, ta gueule, toi, ce sera pas long. Je prends un break de 5 minutes, Chris.
Non, mais ça fait de mal, quand même, te dire qu'elle
Fait
finit
qu'elle
sa
ferme sa
job.
gueule. C'est pas qu'elle me dise qu'elle a fini sa job. Qu'elle la fasse. Il dit, hein? Non. Ça me fait chier, là. Là, on va se faire nos sens. Tranquille. Tranquille. J'ai besoin d'en faire 20 000. Seulement 20 000. Comme ça. Ça, c'est le 95. Bon, avec ça, on va être bon pour monter notre match Sundin. Ou n'importe quel joueur de notre choix. Ça va être match Sundin. On va vraiment manquer. Le bloc unstoppable stuff. Ah, je m'en manque déjà. Ok, je vais aller vider mon fucking squad battle line-up là. J'en ai joué plus de squad battle. C'est ça, sinon ils te mettent pas, hein?
Il faut que tu line-up et actif.
Ouais. Non. C'est juste besoin de 4, je peux pas mettre la carte de marque de squad battle de shit. Les Meldas en collet, je peux pas rien faire. Ouais, non, on peut pas le faire. C'est lourd. Ça, j'ai checké sur line-up, ça va d'autres qui jouent. Ah ben non, s'ils sont pas là, c'est qu'ils jouent déjà pas. C'est logique. Comme ça. Euh. Je dois 27. Ça fait plaisir, Lily. C'est encore une demi-heure de pause. Bon. Bon. C'est bien, ici. Nylander, go. Ah non. Bon, ben moi je reviens. Alors, dans pas long. I'm back. Bon, fait que là, on va tenter. Ouais, ça, je t'aurais dû le faire. Bon, fait que là, on monte Sundin à 99. Boom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Bon, fait que là, Sundin 99. Unstoppable Force avant. Oh là là. Si la prochaine me passe pour me faire le bateau, je vais monter mon monde. On cancelle ce projet. J'ai pas de joueur nulle part. Le pin, c'est fuck yeah. Good shit, Pascal. For the win. For the win. Tag team match. Scheduled for 1 fall. Fois. faisait du beau teamwork. Over. Sorry. Son seria 11 plus 6. Sundin, Ovechkin, Nylander, Messi, Gord, Sakic, Roenick, Nolan, Gretzky, Thompson, Nylander, Forsberg, Chelios, that's tough. See it, nice, no? Oui, oui, c'est ça, j'ai hâte. Vendredi. Comment ça vaut, hein? 96, Bobby Clark. Ça, c'est vraiment 40. 16, 16. 100 000, sérieux? Mais non. Ben non. Puis un éclat, ça vaut comment? Un Shanahan, 150. Je suis pas sûr encore du line-up que je vais envoyer Pascal. Il y a du monde, là. Mais j'ai une petite idée. Ça va dépendre des disponibilités quand je vais jouer. Mais du monde qui m'a. Il y a pas mal de belles options. Il y a Chris qui sera pas là en fin de semaine, vendredi. Il sera pas là en fin de semaine tout court. Euh, je sais que Joe sera pas là vendredi. Mais on a un shitload de bons rosters, là. Fait que. Très confiant qu'on a cherché des grosses victoires. Parle. Mal à la tête, c'est ouais. Chris, le temps. Ouais, fait que c'est ça. Des bons joueurs, fait que je suis confiant. En 6 puis en 3. On a un bon line-up, on a plusieurs bons joueurs. Fait que c'est intéressant. Le 96, c'est quoi le moins cher qu'à le 96 sur le marché? C'est quelqu'un qui sait ça? On va aller voir. Oh, le Rating 96. Attends. Ben non, attends. 40 000, c'est 96 à 40 000. Non, hein? À 60 000. Oui. OK, 55. Ouais, ben je te remercie, Pascal. Je vais t'en revenir avec ça. Ouais, c'est bon. J'ai fini toutes les XP. Ah, non, c'est... Que t'as laissé un soit fait. Ah, ça. Ça reste plus grand chose. Tour de week. Ok, on a 95 on trade double. 80. Les assists, team of the week. Merci. Les packs avec les précises. J'avais-tu des collectibles encore de ça? C'est le dernier champ commence à 5 heures et je serai inscrit pour ce dernier champ de l'année. J'ai gagné ma dernière game Rivals tantôt pour participer. Fait que c'est pas mal ça qui est next à mon agenda. Là. Jouer le dernier champ. Je sais pas, je connais d'autres. Ça. Sérieux. Chelios. Blablabla. 7. Ok. Bon. 4 fois dans le 7. Monsieur. Ça donne des joueurs. Plus vraiment de big pool possible. On va se le dire. L'équipe est faite. Bon. Ça. Holy shit. Okay. Accept. Non, c'est ça. On est rendu là. Pardon. The Laps Fan Wrestling Podcast.
Our friends over at Garage Beer, America's fastest growing light beer, now available in all 50 states. We're talking crisp, crushable, brewed for good times. This is a real American beer. No nonsense. It's a garage beer for a garage podcast. 4% ABV lager, 95 calories, 3 grams of carbs, 2 crowd favorite varieties, classic and lime. Find the beer, follow the ride at drakegaragebeer.com.
Period number 3, a perfect time for those viewers just joining us here tonight. And we are still scoreless. Well, here we go with the third period now underway. Let's see if things can actually open up through a scoreless 40 minutes.
There is so much
that we
have to talk about, so much that we have to learn about Hulk Hogan. And
tosses it to Ovechkin. How's that for a little rock'em sock'em?
That's rock'em sock'em, and that's separating puck from player, isn't it,
I feel
Shane?
like
He's not going to
we're
feel
always
good.
looking at the place of what's going to be the next Hogan show.
Sure.
Between
yes, exactly. That's kind of it. Like, there would come times where it's like, well, we haven't done a Hogan show in a while. That was always the case. I always feel that. Like, we haven't done something Hulk Hogan in a while.
Because that's the true north.
It really is. As much as people want to say otherwise, that they're you can talk about, like Johnson being, certain people's Hulk Hogan. You can talk about Austin being.
We are just about to start period number 3. For those of you just joining us,
perfect
timing here tonight. And we are still scoreless. Still looking for the game's first goal as we are now underway here in this third period. Here comes the goaltender to play the puck outside the crease. The Lions gain possession. Dishes it off. Passes it over. Quick feed to a
without Hulk Hogan.
Because Hulk did it all in the wrestling.
Yes.
As big as all those other folks were, exception of Steve Austin, in fairness, they all became larger-than-life cultural figures because of what they did after they left the wrestling business. Hulk only did a number on what he had come to mean in the wrestling business by trying to do Hollywood. It was not additive; it was subtractive. Yes. Hulk Hogan, as a pro wrestler, was just perfect.
Yes.
He brought forward
moments
everything.
away from puck drop for period number 3. A perfect time for those viewers just joining us here tonight. And we are still scoreless. We might start approaching the next goal win sort of department here as we are underway in the third, still scoreless.
It's still.
And he sends it across to Landeskog. And he takes the feed. And a poke check knocks the puck away. A little bumping around, but still
Hulk still
maintains
resting.
possession.
Let's hope that's still.
Here's a blast! And that goes off a player. Chara's playing it along the line. Near the point. Oh, an even better
You know what else they used to ask? They were sort of
He scores! Well, a little pop left for the play. The Lions are in the enviable position of playing with the lead here in this first half of the third period after that goal.
I really like the style they've had to their game here, James. They dominated in terms of possession time because of the reads they've made off one another. They've been patient with the puck, they haven't panicked, and they've looked to attack at the right times.
Oh, just goes off and
Several of our
glove, and it
closest
stays
goalies
out.
members, folks from across the solar
Looks to
system,
set up along the point.
words
Oh, stick.
of parting sentiment to the Hulkster, including none other than lapsed Vince, who couldn't help but conclude, thank you for the memories, thank you for the inspiration, and fuck you for Hulkamania. Because
That's right.
to hear lapsed Vince telling it was never the same after Hulk Hogan left him. It was never the same after the child of their love, Hulkamania, was torn asunder and brought into a stepfather's household in the form of Ted Turner and Bischoff. Slot in whoever you want on that side of the equation. And, as I said, assessing his
We are
smash
just
event.
about to start
He thinks
period
of
number 3.
And he
For
thinks
those of
of
you just
Hulk,
joining
too,
us,
of course.
perfect timing
all
here
that,
tonight. And we are still
All that had
scoreless.
happened and how they would never
Still
ride
zeros
again.
on the board here as we are underway in the
We're
third.
going
Let's see
to
if that
get there, we
changes.
get everywhere.
We got a
Touch on
penalty coming up here on the play.
Hulk Hogan's entire life,
Levels them with the
his
hit.
career, and the
Here's a
level of
short
detail
pass.
that's never been done before. I mean, if it's been done, I missed it. And it certainly hasn't been done in audio form.
I'm gonna tell you right now. There's stuff that people don't know. Okay. That's what I'm gonna say right now.
Stuff I don't know, that you know.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Because, say what you will about our past journeys, this is probably the first one where the boss man
Moments away from puck
has
drop
also
for
got his
period number
research
3.
chops
A
as
perfect
well,
time
thanks
for
to what
those
we said
viewers
about
just joining us here tonight.
role reversal.
And we are still scoreless.
And knows how to do ropes and runs.
Puck is dropped. We are
Rest
underway
assured,
here in a very tight game here in the third. That's a solid hit.
We're not putting our heads together in our findings until we're recording, until we're
Slides
live
it
now. In the
across.
spirit of the Hulkster, let's call it in the
Not
ring.
loose after that hit.
Surprise each other just as we surprise the solar system.
Cross it, and he'll likely feel that one in the morning.
So, already see it over.
Orr's got it deep in the
Somewhere
offensive
deep in the
end.
distance.
Oh, he hammered him on the play.
Oh, this is just a thunderous hit. Talk about physical engagement. He got all of them, James.
That was
The
big
late the
time.
eyes on Hulk Hogan.
Hyman's
before he was
determination
Hulk
on the
Hogan
puck,
still
even though
wasn't
he
pro
stumbled and
wrestling.
has a
He was
lack
Hulk
of
Hogan.
balance, really shows
Not his
right there,
stature,
James, as he
you know what I
finds a
mean?
way to get that pass through to the
It's
shooter.
third from the top, second from the top.
Fires
Even
it into the
third
offensive
from the top. What
zone.
does Hulk Hogan look and feel
The
like
Lions
then?
have it against
What
the
do we
wall.
learn about him?
Picked up along the boards
Those
by
moments
Sundin.
definitely would
And
have
he
been appropriate
maintains
to
possession of the puck
necessarily
here.
take into
Moves it to Hyman.
in those
And a good solid hit on that play.
his idea of
Drills them.
how it's going to sound. How he's
The
going
Lions
to
move
ring
to the
in
offensive
beat of
zone. Feeds it
Taking it
over.
all.
Huge play in his
It's
own
called
end to come up
Hulk
with the
Hogan
puck.
for a reason. And if you sit there and really think about what that
Moves it
title
quickly over to
implies,
Hyman. All alone.
that's an awful lot.
Oh, denies him on the play.
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Scores a huge goal, the first of the game, and the way things have gone defensively, this could be a huge one, Cheryl.
Yeah, James, anytime you get the first goal of the game, no matter what time it's at, it's a huge one because you lead the scoring and now your opponent is chasing you.
The Lions have it now.
Gotta love these moments within a game, James. It's tight. The game really hasn't opened up. You gotta...
Out there that when all is said and done, this will be Hulk Hogan's legacy.
That's cool. This will sit as the digest that people go refer to, just as they do for the history of world-class championship wrestling and the tragedy of the Von Erichs, just as they do for the history of the AWA and WrestleMania and Starcast, Starcade as well. I'm forever going to mix those two up. Just the way it's going to be, folks. And
Yeah, I'm sure you're supposed to as well. I think that is by design.
the Vince McMahon steroid trial, so much more. We know by now. It'll be there. You'll avail yourselves of it. The honest ones among us will pay appropriate tribute. The dishonest ones among us will pretend they knew it all along. But that won't stop us from setting down the record. So the big man upstairs basically etched into stone tablets what it meant that Hulk Hogan walked this earth. And so we took that stage, and we felt that energy. And we're riding that lightning bolt that the solar system gave us when we presented at SummerSlam weekend in Times Square.
That's what they treated like fucking WrestleMania. You're not too off.
What a fucking phenomenon that was. What a day. What an afternoon. We totally took Manhattan. Tito Santana himself showed up in the flesh.
Right. That's right.
Not fucking around, folks. Don't ever say that we don't put your generous contributions to us back into the cast, because former WWE Intercontinental Champion and Hall of Famer Tito Santana didn't show up for free, but man, did he earn what it was we paid him. This guy, like I said, you said too, it's like this guy makes you feel better about being a wrestling fan, even if just for an hour on a sunny afternoon in New York.
Absolutely.
So
he was such a. I mean, there's not many out there that I feel we can say, that's the genuine article. When it comes to being a guy who recognizes, his spot in the history of professional wrestling, who also knows where, when his part is over, and also knows that he doesn't need to fucking kayfabe all the time.
Right.
That he can kind of let loose and kind of like pull back the curtain a little bit.
Dare I say, he seemed rather kind of animated by the idea. This was a comedy show, a comedy club, with fans of a wrestling comedy podcast, and he could flex that muscle. He didn't have to worry for a second about saying something that might ruin anyone's impressions or anything. He just said whatever came to his mind and he killed. He's a funny son of a bitch. And like you said, Tito Santana fucked again. And you can add the lapsed fan solar system to the litany of folks that have fucked Tito Santana. That's for damn
right.
So tip of the cap to Tito for sure, and to everyone that we saw there in New York. If you haven't seen it and aren't aware of it, we did make available an audio recording of our show at Comedy Village. We simply had to Tito showing up.
On va upgrader notre Bobby. 99.
That's available for a la carte purchase at patreon.com/thelapsedfan. So if you're at all intrigued, do help support us and make it all sort of worth all the time and effort we put into putting that together for folks by purchasing the audio and having that forevermore and taking it in. We're proud to offer that. It's also available if you're a part of our Moat tier over at patreon.com/thelapsedfan. So this might be the time to take that particular plunge. Very quickly on programming notes, because these will be sparse. We're going to be recording in big chunks of this thing.
Yep.
And who knows, as far as how calendars might line up. A reminder that the next live call for Patreon folk, the Flash in Paris show that they're doing at the end of the month, that's going to be on a delay. I don't know how long of a delay, really. There's a ton of stuff that we have to figure out as far as when we can sit down and record the thing. So if you don't see that on show day, be not alarmed. The co-chairmen are on the case, doing our best to deliver for you. Under the Cinemat, this is a fascinating moment for Under the Cinemat, because we find ourselves having done Hulk Hogan's entire filmography already. Take us through it. What do you think?
Well, so I was. It's been no secret. I said, this is as good a time as ever to do one that I've been holding off for a special occasion, which is going back and looking at No Hold Barred, and then I was looking at other stuff, and I was like, I was going to do that right away, and then, we started talking about some of the television appearances and kind of how important those early ones were, the Saturday Night Live one and stuff. I was like, well, that could be kind of interesting, and kind of including that. And then, as I'm looking through everything, there's also some stuff that, that I didn't touch upon some of that, because it really just wasn't really part of it, because it was all TV. And I said, well, fuck it.
That's the
This is
spirit.
going to be the complete Hulk Hogan. It's going to be the complete Hulk Hogan. we're going to do every,
On upgrade
not
depuis
every
notre
single
max.
television episode, but we are going to cover every, whatever's been missing, basically, is what I'm going to do. Whatever's been missing.
From the small screen as well as the big screen.
Yep. And I'm going to do, it's going to be in clumps, so we're going to, as we line up certain years on the main show, I will cut into whatever it is. When it, scary movie season may have to take a little backseat for a week or so we can do, some Hulk Hogan stuff. Christmas movie season, same thing. So it's going to be kind of the Wild West. It's going to be, I'll tell you what, it's going to be Once Upon a Time in the West before
On
the real
upgrade
movie.
You know what it's going to be
Chelios.
like? It's going to be like WCW when Hulk was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. There's going to be Cinemat. It's usually a scheduled program when Hulk Hogan is not in the building. But when Hulk Hogan shows up, everything gets rewritten to feature him and to feature his Viking. Okay? So he simply steps to the forefront and says, "That's all cute what you got going on here, brother. Appreciate your hard work." But
And we're going all the way up to the most recent stuff. Okay? Like, no stone unturned.
so now you said not every television episode. I want to get people properly. You're saying not every episode of Thunder in Paradise?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. We'll talk about the whole series, but I'm not gonna sit down and watch 22 episodes of Thunder in Paradise.
You're going to, maybe select one?
There are. Well, I figured. We've done the pilot two-parter, and I figure, hey, fuck it, let's just do the last one. We'll do the finale. Maybe another one in between.
Sure.
If there's something else there, because I know that there were like 3 VHS releases that were treated as movies. So maybe we'll do.
Oh, that
those.
makes a ton of sense to do those.
One of them was like we could. I mean, because they're only 90 minutes, we could probably do both in one sitting. So it's gonna be touch and go. We're gonna just kind of see how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a piece of jazz music.
That's what's so exciting.
Evolve as we go.
That's part of what's so liberating about doing this, because it's like we don't have to sweat the possibility that people are like, okay, that's enough Hulk Hogan, because the shows and the pay-per-views and the live events that we're going to cover, talk about, occasionally pause to deep dive in traditional TLF format are like 80% shows people have been begging us to do for years anyway.
Exactly.
Because when we get to, Hulk Hogan pay-per-views, like, the first Survivor Series or whatever it might be, we're going to deep dive that show and treat it just as we would before the Hulk Hogan tribute, So it won't seem like, hopefully, if it comes off the way we're envisioning it, it's a great break in the continuum of the show. We're just going to, take our pit stop. We're going to pull off to the side of the road at the big pay-per-views or the big events that we're going to deep dive in traditional format. That's us catching the lodging for the night, okay?
Exactly.
Coming off the road, and we're finding a place to rest our heads and take a little break from the 80 miles an hour. So we're excited for this, and you should be excited for it too. And you can trust that as we go, we're going to continue, and I've loved the amount of stuff that's been pouring in so far at thelapsedfan@gmail.com, your sort of sense of where we should be taking those pit stops, what things we should hit. And what I've really liked about what I've been hearing so far is not just top 10 Hulk Hogan shows that you need to deep dive, which are great, and called for and are very, very handy, and we'll almost certainly be able to honor just about every single one of those, because in most cases it completely aligns with where we would have gone anyway, instinctually. But also people saying, hey, when you get to this point, here's a document. When you get to this point, here's a clip from a TV show. When you get to this point, here's something from a newspaper, or here's something from a series of match results that you wouldn't otherwise know to note, that I would love to see be the wiki for us here as well. Because as hardcore as we're going to be, the thing with Hogan is there's these little moments. He said it. He knows people said it about him, but goddamn, is it hard to run down that source material sometimes, because he said it in some 4-hour WWE documentary. It's a 15-second moment. How long it took me to find the time that he claimed to wrestle in front of 100,000 people at the Budokan. Like, what DVD that could have conceivably possibly been. But he's been involved in so much stuff that isn't just Hulk Hogan based. He's been a talking head on so many different agencies over the years, on so many different networks. And we've covered so much of it already, but my God, is this a chance to touch up the loose ends, tie up the loose ends, touch up here, touch up there, and in certain cases just build homes. It's serious business. in a typical TLF fashion, we're not going to stop until we're finished. So, if you are so inclined to join us on the EP tier and above, to get under the Cinemat, do know that is on the agenda in terms of cross-pollination with the complete Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania, of course, will keep rolling.
Wild. Yes, WrestleMania, keep rolling.
Sure, there's some Hulk Hogan ones in there, too, that are just going to drop serendipitously as we go.
Yeah, I'm sure that they will. That's the same type of thing. Every now and again, as I'm recording matches with Mama Sorrow, I'm always like, we haven't done a Hulk Hogan match. Sure. I do always enjoy her different variations of like her opinion of Hulk Hogan. Sometimes it's very positive. Sometimes she thinks he's a punk, and I'm fine with that. I want that. I need that. So it's there. It'll be there.
Boss. Hey, boss. You spent some time in some Ancestry records. Are we going to learn about Ruth Bolea?
Oh. I thought maybe we'd go back a little bit further.
Is this episode 1 of the complete Hulk Hogan? Is this the birth of Terry Bollea?
Let's go.
Bollea! Piotr! It's not Pete, it's Piotr. Piotr. It's Pietro. That's what it is.
Pietro Bollea.
Oh my god. He's not Russian, he's not Piotr. Pietro! Look at him with his bald head.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a little bit of a taste of the Bolleas over the years, watching Hulk and wrestling, and we're about to get much more than a taste. It's good. You're going to get the fine hint of oregano in the sauce.
Oh my god.
But too bad he didn't come to the ring to that. Vince Sr. wanted to...
The real American Hulk Hogan coming down to fucking Tarantella.
Instead of giving Hulk the red-orange dye to become the Irish Superman, Vince Sr. could just give him jet black.
That's right. Exactly.
How pro wrestling is that to begin with? That he's Italian through and through. He's got obviously the tanning ability of a Mediterranean through and through, and was supposed to be Irish, I guess, kind of.
And also the blondness too, so bizarre.
I know. Top of the shock blonde.
Well, that comes from I'll tell you what, that comes from the mom side.
Yeah,
that comes from the family movie.
So the family movie. We'll get to your stuff. Let me just set a little bit of the table here.
Please.
Because this even fascinated me right out of the gate. Everyone says Augusta.
Yes.
And he was. He was born in a hospital in Augusta, Georgia. And he's claimed Georgian heritage as a result throughout the course of his life, particularly when he went to work for Ted Turner. Big Ben played a clip during our 1994 Bash at the Beach show where he was on a CNN show and taking calls, and someone asked him if he was from Georgia, and he was proud to call himself a Georgia peach or whatever the fuck he said.
Brother.
Exactly. Highly concerning. And here's the thing. While he was born in Georgia, his parents weren't living in Georgia. That's just what the nearest hospital was.
Yes.
Hulk Hogan was born to a trailer park in South Carolina.
I knew South Carolina. It's sad, but I did not know this trailer park.
I've always wondered over the years, how would a Vince McMahon and a Hulk Hogan a Vince McMahon and a Terry Bollea really connect on the level they seem to throughout the 80s, to become much more than just, promoter and star, but deep friends, close friends who would, hang out together, inject each other with steroids, and then I thought, what do they possibly share in common? I mean, Vince, he came from this sort of upper crust wrestling dynasty, and he was Mr. New York, and Hulk was Mr. Blue Collar Tampa, and, a humble abode with parents of humble origins. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, they were both born in trailer parks in the Carolinas. When it talks about Vince being from the trailer park, Hulk was from the trailer park as well.
That's right.
One of the key things from TNH, do you remember when he's sitting on the bed after Bubba's wife blew his brains out? Yeah. And He's sitting there and he's confiding all kinds of things in this pillow talk that was surreptitiously recorded and subsequently released as part of all of the hoopla and lawsuits over the sex tape. Well, what does he say to her in another moment where he didn't realize he was being recorded? I'm just a dumb country bumpkin.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And I always wondered, like, why? Like, I know Tampa can kind of be considered, but not really. I mean, Tampa's a city. It's not backwoods. It's redneck, but it's not what I would think of as country bumpkin. It's not country, really. What's he talking about?
Right.
He's from a trailer park. At least in his absolute earliest days. I mean, they weren't there long. I'm not trying to say that Hulk Hogan / Terry Bollea had his formative experiences, you know, in a setting like where Randy the Ram lives, okay? But I am saying that was the context in which he was reared. And we have fleeting but fascinating references in the archives to a certain Terry Gene Bollea coming into this earth. This from the Aiken Standard newspaper in Aiken, South Carolina. Friday, August 14th, 1953, a small blurb. Mr. and Mrs. Pete Bollea, Savannah Grove Park, announced the birth of a 10-pound and 6-ounce son, born August 11th at St. Joseph's Hospital, Augusta, Georgia. Later, it says, the Peter Bolleas announced the birth of a son on August 10th. They have named the young lad Terry Gene. It's just there. It's just sitting there in the newspaper archives of this completely obscure publication in Aiken, South Carolina, that Hulk Hogan has come into the world. And I live for stuff like this. I live for looking upon the record of someone before anyone gave a shit about them. You know,
I agree tenfold. Like, that is the most important shit right there. Okay? The most important shit.
Get that glimpse. People not realize it. Savannah Grove apparently was quite a little community. I have here that they had a barbecue around this time, and Savannah Grove Park guests came to the barbecue, which was given by Union Local 150 for fitters and plumbers. Attendees included several folks from that community, and as we're about to learn, Peter Bollea was a proud plumber. He helped install water systems for commercial developments after he did it as part of a U.S. military mission that we're going to get into. That's another thing. Okay, you want to talk about trailer parks and how he shares that in common with Vince.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you, boss, Dusty Rhodes isn't the only son of a plumber.
Fuck you.
Gotcha.
Fuck you.
Gotcha.
You're getting all this shit from
Gotcha. Hey, you're going to have to up your game. You're going to have to dig deep. We'll have to see what...
I'm trying to give the chronological history here. You're jumping into shit right away.
Well,
you're going to be on the way back yet.
We'll go back. We're starting with his birth, but we're going to go back to where did Pete Woods come from in the first place.
No, we got to go. If we're doing it now, we got to go further back.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Keep going back until we start with Jesus Christ, right?
Pretty much.
Actually, we go a little bit back. Ancient Greece.
Yes.
The Hellenes. They were living in a trailer park that, according to the newspapers, was apparently Savannah Grove Park. But later, it would be referred to as Pecan Grove Park, which is, I believe, a different park in the same general vicinity there in Aiken County. I would love to know why Ruth later would call it Pecan Grove.
Sur ce, j'ai augmenté beaucoup de joueurs, je suis très satisfait. Et on va se revoir pour la dernière run de Champ. Télévision, 4 saisons.
So close to South Carolina.